Hello everybody, BrioS here, and today's video is a video that will probably bring a tear of joy to Jay-Z's face. And that's because today's video, my friends, is about his favorite mech, the 85-ton inner sphere battle mech, the Stalker. And the variant I have for you guys is the Stalker 3FB. Not Facebook, not Fantastic Beasts, not Flatulent Boys, I don't know what it stands for, but mine is the Loyalty Edition, hence the bracket L, which has a 30% C-bill bonus, and it says 35 here because I have a cockpit item boosting it by an additional 5%. And as I said, this is the Stalker with ECM and 6 energy hardpoints, and today I'm running a build that was sent to me by Tselakus, and it's a Snub Nose build, so hence all the blue spots on it. One thing about this build, it's not really the quirks that makes it fantastic, because it has ECM already, which is fantastic enough, but the arm hardpoints, the 2 of them per arm, as you can see, are really high mounted. This is the cockpit, so this build actually has 4 high mounted energy hardpoints in the arms, and that's a characteristic of all Stalkers, so this build does those energy hardpoints well. It also has 2 additional energy hardpoints in the torsos, a bit low below the cockpit, so always know which are high, which are low. So this build is great for hill humping, so once you crest the hill you can just fire 4, as long as you can see the enemy, you've exposed yourself minimally to the enemy target. So now let's get down to MechLab to take a look at the exact build. So as I said, this is a Snub Nose PPC build. Snub Nose PPCs will get a bit of a nerf, increase heat by 1 and increase ghost heat from 7 to 10 in the August patch, because Snub Nose PPCs are already overperforming right now. So that tweak is there to bring it closer to the baseline. So in other words, nerfing it. So anyway, 6 Snub Nose PPCs, and that's it. So it's kind of a brawl build. It has a light fusion 300 engine that gives it a very decent speed of 57.2. Yeah, it's not as hot as it looks, even though it only has 18 double heatsinks, and that's because of the quirks that it has. So if you look at the quirks here, it has a heat reduction of 5%. Some of the other Stalkers, I think the 3F, or I can't remember, has a 10% heat reduction, but this has 5% and ECM, so that's fantastic. Gets some armor boost to the side torsos and the CT, which are useful because the side torsos get picked out quite a lot, so that's plus 18 armor. And it also has a sensor range 100 plus, that's 100 meters additional, and target decay, which is not necessary on this, that's for missiles. So anyway, if you look at the mech itself, it's nothing fancy, but as you see from the gameplay, because of the power of the Snub Nose PPCs, this is an excellent brawler, especially with those 4 high mounted Snub Nose PPCs. So anyway, let's go on to the skills. So let's first take a look at the firepower tree. I didn't put anything to cool down because this is a heat capped mech. In other words, you're going to fire 2 for the Snub Nose PPCs, groups of 2. And after a few shots, after a few rounds of that, you're gonna start overheating. So much as it's nice to have faster cooldown, the points can be better spent elsewhere. And for example, the Snub Nose PPCs are shorter range, so 15% range definitely helps. They are also hot, gonna get hotter in the August patch. All the footage, and when I'm recording this video, it's early August, so the August patch has not dropped yet. But anyway, back to the skill tree. I'm taking all the heat generation nodes for a total heat reduction of 10.5%. With Snub Nose PPCs, they have a bit of a travel time, so I'm increasing it to 15% boost with the 5 nodes of velocity. Honestly, not so crucial, but definitely helpful. That's because Snub Nose PPCs are best at brawl. But in case you didn't know, let me get back to this. Snub Nose PPCs actually have a, there it is, maximum range boost. So optimal range is 270, but maximum range is more than double. I think it's 2.3 times more, can't remember. So the maximum range is 630 or about 720 with skills. So yeah, it's not that short range as people think. I think that should be changed, but never mind. My thoughts don't matter, right? So anyway, on to defensive capabilities. The Stalker with its wonderful side torsos and the hitboxes, you might as well go for full armor and full skeletal density. So giving you 18% more armor and 33% more structure. More tanky than before. And moving along, we go on to mobility. Because I had a bit of spare SPs, and one thing about assaults, they have problems pitching down to shoot low, and especially light mags or shooting downwards. So I'm getting torso pitch. So an 8% boost to the torso twitch. Helps quite a bit. So additional torso speed of 10% for these two nodes here allows me to twist my torso just a little bit faster, because what you're gonna do with this mech is basically present one torso, take damage, and then present the other torso to the enemy, and then alternate back to spread the fire among the side torsos, making builds like the, or rather chassis like the Stalker, pretty tanky, same as the Marauder. But anyway, back to the skill tree. So as I was saying, moving on to operations, we have 5 nodes of cool run and 5 nodes of heat containment for additional 10% heat dissipation and 15% heat capacity. With 18 double heat sinks, these are going to show a bit of improvement. Hill climb of 3 nodes is really useful for assaults because of, you know, climbing hills, hence hill climb. And with the 4 high mounted Snub Nose PPCs in the arms, you'll want to focus on hill humping, so this is always very useful. Moving along to sensors, we have sensor range and ECM. This, as I said, is the Snub Nose Stalker, so it has ECM with the 3FB, so you can get 2 nodes of enhanced ECM. So as long as you stay about 350 meters away from the nearest enemy, you should not appear on their minimap, which is an advantage. I even put 1 node of radar deprivation, because when the enemy loses a lock on you, with 1 node of radar deprivation, you hear a little beep sound in your cockpit. That means enemy has lost their lock. So sometimes you're walking along, you just hear blip blip, blip blip, means somebody targeted you and they went back to cover, so they lost the lock. So you know you have been spotted. So that's a pro tip in case you did not know that. And very worthy investment, advanced zoom for 1 SP. This build doesn't have long range, but it always helps a bit. So only 1 SP, so definitely worth it. Strongly recommended for everybody. And finally, on to consumables. As you can see, I spent quite a bit. So I've got 11 SPs for 2 strikes. Not only do I have an additional strike, it's also enhanced, so doing a bit more concentrated damage, which I do that once in a while. Also 2 cool shots with the cool shot cooldown to allow the second cool shot to fire 25% faster. So that's it, ladies and gents, for the Stalker 3 FB, the Facebook Stalker, if you can call it that. Really strong with the 6 Snub Nose PPCs, and we'll see how it does after the August patch. But I thought I'll show you some gameplay of why this mech is really strong right now, and I do hope you enjoyed the gameplay. So let's get down to the gameplay right now and let's go. And here I find myself on Crimson Straits for the very first showcase match. And in this particular match, I was streaming it live on my Twitch channel. Link is in the description below. And as I always say, anybody and everyone is welcome to drop by, say hi, regardless of your skill level or experience in the game. And I hope to, well, have a good time with you guys, and hopefully you guys can learn something, I would like to think, from me. But anyway, in this particular match, as I said, I was streaming it live, and we were doing group drops because I do drop with players. We have Samzil, Red Panda, and Peyton was dropping with us, Peyton Parish, for the very first time. So that's nice to have new people join us. So anyway, in this particular match, I was originally thinking of doing a tunnel push because the 6 Snub Nose PPCs are a beast in close quarters, but sometimes you gotta adapt your plans and see how the game goes. So anyway, here's some contact and let's get it on.
Lots of lots.
Yeah, they're chasing out Jenna.
Target spotted.
Etolo, run. Yeah, lots in Echo 7 area.
New target acquired.
Target spotted.
Override engaged. New target acquired.
Some of you guys want to flank them?
Target spotted.
Okay, drop a strike here.
Artillery strike activated.
Target spotted.
New
Target spotted.
target acquired.
Yep, there it is.
New target.
I don't think we go there, to be honest.
I'm gonna hold saddle. I'll be on the left side.
Target
New
spotted.
target acquired. Artillery strike online.
Stay down here so I know that I have
Artillery
room
strike
today.
activated. New target acquired.
Don't pick that crap.
New target acquired.
Target spotted.
Warning, incoming missile.
Target spotted.
Fluffy, go right a bit.
New target. Critical.
Target spotted.
Warning.
Marauder, Fox 6, Marauder 2, left torso, right leg.
Acquired.
Mauler Hotel, left torso. Marauder, Fox 6, both side torsos.
Target acquired.
They have a strike on that hill right there.
Target spotted.
Pavo, the assaults are both side torsos
New
squad.
target acquired.
Affirmative.
Heat level critical.
Can actually see through the
New target acquired.
Target spotted. Target
the
spotted.
foliage.
New target acquired.
Got the beer merchant.
Acquired.
Haram.
Could be push. Let the strike right now, now push over.
Critical.
Don't push over. Trade, but don't push.
Acquired.
Behind us on the front.
Let me think, Chris.
There's two.
Okay, let's go.
Guys, but I just
New
got
target acquired.
Guys, behind us.
Kill tomorrow.
Yep, behind.
Hunt. Yeah, hunt.
Target
25%
destroyed.
of the enemies are eliminated. Target spotted.
New target acquired.
Oh, I missed so many shots. Let's actually aim.
Destroyed.
I'm pushing over, going for Mauler.
New target acquired.
That's all push is 5-1.
New target acquired.
The enemies are half depleted. Keep pushing.
Target destroyed. New target acquired.
I guess
Target
we got
spotted.
mode this.
Target spotted.
New target.
No, don't walk into me.
Almost got
Excuse me.
When they're pushing
I'm
up
stuck
behind us.
with a Sun Spider. Sun Spider, move please, I'm stuck. Who is this? Ugh, move. Huntsman
Target
behind us.
spotted.
Huntsman is CT.
Ah, not many targets left.
New target acquired.
Target spotted.
Oh, I shot a friendly.
Target destroyed.
Command to ground forces. We're detecting no more
Yeah.
50% in
hostiles.
dream.
Good job.
Well
soldiers.
done. Good push. So that's how you do the saddle. Don't just rush over. Trade well. When they start falling back, push over. 3 kills, 1000 damage. Really strong build. I don't think I was caught. 625 match score. 1000 damage. Yeah, but it's a really passive team. Too many missiles. That's a problem. Too many missiles. Trying their best to lure us to death. Doesn't work. We have ECM. We have armor. We have aggression. Not gonna do well. So that last match on Crimson Straight showed the sheer brutality of this build and also how to play a mech to its advantage. In this particular case, the high mounted arms and the ECM of the Stalker allowed me to trade really well at the saddle on Crimson Straight and shoot through the foliage, smashing the people before they can even realize I can see them. And yeah, so trading well is part of the game. You don't always have to run around crazily and NASCAR all over. And with that, we managed to grind a win. But anyway, in this particular match, I was yet again streaming live on my Twitch channel. But this time, Lady Wolf 143 joining us, and together with Pavo and Peyton is still here. So this time it's HPG. So pretty simple strategy. You guys are gonna bring my Stalker. The brawling of this Stalker is strong. So gonna bring it to the center and just brawl away at the center. Simple. Shoot enemy, win. So anyway, let's get down to the action.
Target acquired.
Target spotted.
Kid Fox, Echo 5.
New target acquired.
I hit him.
Artillery
Okay, drop a strike. Time to
activated.
move in.
New target
Target
acquired.
spotted.
Don't think I'll hit anybody.
Affirmative. Target spotted.
New target acquired. Heat level critical.
Got a Corsair in the middle.
Artillery strike
behind the Cyclops.
online.
Target spotted.
Kid
Need
Fox,
assistance.
Delta 4.
New target acquired.
Locust is left torso
New
open.
target acquired.
Yeah, get the Cyclops, guys. I don't know what the hell.
Basement.
Yeah, what's it?
Target spotted.
Okay, never mind.
Artillery strike online.
Oh,
Artillery
no.
strike activated. New target acquired. Warning incoming.
Lots Echo 4. That's where they are. That's my own strike, by the way.
New target acquired.
Please don't go basement.
Warning
Target spotted.
incoming missile.
Need
Gonna need help in the middle.
Need assistance.
Peyton, go up.
New
Get
target
Echo.
acquired.
Target spotted.
New target acquired.
Need assistance.
Target acquired.
Target spotted. Target spotted. Target spotted.
Heat level critical.
Juliet is one
New
shot.
target
spotted.
acquired.
Yeah, you're gonna need more mass here, even though it's 4-1. Here being Echo 4.
New target acquired. Target destroyed. New target acquired.
Yeah.
New target acquired. Target destroyed.
Nice one,
Okay, one
Peyton.
push.
Yep, 8-1. We got it. Stop shooting my
Target
legs.
spotted.
Target acquired.
Target spotted.
New target acquired.
Under the armpit.
Target spotted.
Oh, come to baby. I'm the baby. Come to papa.
Target destroyed.
Down he goes. 10-1. 11-1. Easy win. Last one is pork bones. Pork bones is haram. You guys can have them. Yep. So with the scoreline at 11-1 and the last enemy not immediately detectable, I'm just gonna fast forward this section. That's because we're gonna take about 1 to 2 minutes of actual game time to find him, and walking around is kind of boring with nothing to see. So I thought it'd be a great time to fast forward and round off this video. And this build, of course. So talking about this build, as you could see, this build is a beast. 6 nubbies really just smashes the enemy. We'll see how it does after the August patch where the nerf comes in. 10 pinpoint plus 5 splash each is brutal, and you just smash and open up the enemy, as you saw me open up the Corsair at the beginning of this match's engagement. And in terms of defensive capability, with all these structural and armor skills coming in, this is really tanky with these Stalker hitboxes. You can actually twist the torso left to right really fast and just spread the damage, and I was trying to do that in case you didn't notice. And yeah, it's just a fantastically brutal build. So anyway, the last guy is just around the corner. He's on top around Charlie 4, Charlie 5. Almost there. Let's see if I can get him. Oh, there he is.
Target acquired.
Target spotted.
No, go, no. No, man, you can have him. Pork is haram.
Right as they take the base.
Sick him, lady. Fill his,
trying.
Enemy base
fill
is
his
being
anus with
captured.
missiles. Come on.
Target destroyed.
Oh no.
GG.
GG.
Stolen.
Secured.
Good call outs, everyone. GG.
Yeah, that's a good game. 12-1. 998 damage. 2 kills, 5 KMDDs. Really strong. 6-9 match score. Brawling in the center. Always fun. Sadly, my partner Pavo died. So ladies and gents, that's it for this video on the 6 Snub Nose PPC ECM packing Stalker 3FB. Definitely a very high performing build, and even though I only showcased 2 gameplays for you guys, it's a pretty consistent performer. But we'll see how that changes, if ever, after the upcoming August patch with the Snub Nose PPC change. But till then guys, I'll see you on the battlefield and have fun guys. Ciao!